The year 2016, by all accounts, including recent figures released by the Belize Police Department, was a most violent year, second only to 2012 when the number of murders peaked at 145. The past 12 months saw an increase in homicides over the previous year. That surge left an additional 19 bodies in its wake. Commissioner of Police Alan Wiley highlights an overall reduction in major crimes, notwithstanding the spike in murders.
The Belize Police Department recorded a total of 2,137 major crimes for the period 1st January to 31st December 2016. When comparing the same period for 2015, we saw a total of 2,216 major crimes recorded, which shows a decrease of 79 incidents, or 3.6%.
As it pertains to homicides, the Joint Intelligence Coordinating Center has organized that number into specific categories.
Based on the information we had, we have classified of those murders, 17 we've classified as gang-related, 10 we've classified as domestic jealousy, we've had 10 for robberies, we've had 22 for disputes, we have 7 for revenge, we have 9 categorized as drug-related, we have 1 as a witness of a murder, we have 2 for burglary, we have 1 where we believe an innocent bystander was killed, and we have 1 also as mistaken identity, 6 as retaliation, 1 as a theft, 1 as a rape, and 50 we do not know the reasons as to why those incidents may have occurred.
While the police department is preparing to introduce a new plan of action to address the perennial issue of crime and violence in the weeks ahead, Compol Wiley attests that a majority of the murders committed were crimes of opportunity.
Many of the murders that occurred were crimes of opportunities, and many cases were not preventable from the police side. You must understand that there are other issues that drive the level of crimes out there, in particular murders, because of the various disagreements between the different groups.
2016, in spite of the increase in violent crimes, also saw the number of boots on the ground improved. CEO of Home Affairs, retired Colonel George Lovell, explains the correlation.
Police alone and their action cannot and will not bring down the level of crime to the extent that we as a society can be so happy with. The police can be out there in the numbers, or even in larger numbers, and that in itself will not bring down the level of crime, especially the murders that we are seeing. I think we need to look at this from a whole of society standpoint, and not just looking at police going out there in the numbers and the sort of big sticks that we have.
That holistic perspective has prompted the Ministry of Home Affairs to come up with a comprehensive strategy going forward.
When we look at the crime statistics for 2016, I think with the last media interview that I did, they asked me about the way forward. And definitely we are coming up with a strategy that will be unveiled to the media and to the public in the month of February. This will be a strategic plan to address in specific gangs and gun-related crime.
The police department, aside from grappling with the spike in crime, has not been sitting by idly. Over the past 12 months, the men and women of law enforcement have been able to make measured progress in solving a number of those cases.
Of the 138 murders for 2016, 51 cases have been solved to date. 87 cases are currently under investigation. As a result of those cases solved, police have arrested and charged 65 persons, namely 60 Belizeans, 2 Salvadorans, 1 Honduran, 1 Guyanese, and 1 Guatemalan.
That murder involving the Guyanese suspect was by far the most heinous criminal act of 2016, which resulted in the kidnapping and subsequent beheading of Pastor Llewellyn Lucas. Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.